stumble blindly into a place they should not dare to enter. This time, of course, they shall not come out again.
Good day to you, ma'am. Are you interested in buying anything? I would like to buy a jaguar cage. A rare item indeed. Almost as rare as another member of the Veiled Alliance. How is it that I can help you? Can you get me into the pyramid? Not directly. There's a Templar named Kovar who was one of Kalak's favourites, and who undoubtedly knows how to get into the pyramid. A Templar isn't going to help me. No, of course not. Though they've acted pretty strange since they lost their magic. Like cornered rats. They're very unpredictable. They are, however, better ways than pleading for help. So just how do I get him to help? Why, you help him, of course. You're the loyal Tyrian citizen, there to run down some magic users hiding in the pyramid. He'll buy it, I promise. Especially if you show him these, proof of your citizenship. Kovar's house is east of the market. Citizenship? Isn't everyone free in Tyr now? Free, yes. A citizen, no. You'll find that freedom from slavery and Kalak's tyranny does not make everyone equal. The Templars especially grasp at any class distinction they can in order to hold on to their status. Who is this Templar? His name is Kovar. He was one of Kalak's warlords in charge of the city defence. He was fanatically loyal to Kalak, and is none too happy about the new order of things. Where do I find this Templar? He lives in the townhouse on the east side of Shadow Square. I haven't seen him for a few weeks, which is very strange, but I'm sure his servant would know where he is. Do you know what happened to the Templar? You know, people say crazy things, but a woman I know said she saw him being carried down an alley by a giant man of obsidian. Myself, I think he got a more secure offer of employment than Templar to a dead king. Show me your goods, please. Don't forget me if you ever need something. Thank you for your help. Goodbye. Anxious to get going, are you? Well, I wish you luck. Good day, Roxbar. Did you have any luck getting those teeth of the Freyrs? Show me your goods. Thank you. Your business is appreciated. It was nice talking to you. Goodbye. Goodbye. How dare you barge in here like a herd of cank? Do you know whose house this is? Yes, I am here to talk to Kovar. What business could rabble like you possibly have with my master? I'm a Tyrian citizen. Here are my papers. My apologies, ma'am. How can I help you? Tell me where Kovar is. I don't know. He disappeared several days ago. No body has been found, but I fear my master is in terrible trouble. I need Kovar to help me enter the pyramid. The pyramid? My master's last words were of the pyramid. He was very nervous in the days before he disappeared, muttering to himself about barbarians defiling King Kalak's wondrous pyramid. Can you help me get into the pyramid? I suppose it's all right to tell you. Kalak is dead now. My master spoke of a secret entrance beneath a statue in the courtyard outside the pyramid. The secret to opening it can likely be found in my master's study. What else do you know about the entrance? Nothing. My master does not confide his secrets to a servant. All I know is what I chanced to overhear. Tell me about your master, Kovar. My master is a magnificent man. No one was better at controlling the slaves, beating them only when they deserved it, and no Templar was more loyal to the Sorcerer King. It is an honor to serve him. Kovar sounds like a cruel man. Oh, yes, he is, and very shrewd as well. There is no better Templar in Tyr. He once boasted that he had revealed secrets to the masses in his books, but they were too ignorant to recognize it. What book did he write? It is called My Patron, A Templar's Tale. It should be made mandatory reading for all Tyrians. My master keeps several copies on his bookshelf. You may take one if you wish. I've said enough now. Good day to you. Roxbar finds the shelves filled with the same book, My Patron, A Templar's Tale. Read the book. Roxbar flips to a page which catches her eye. My entire life is devoted to our proud and magnificent king, and it is a life well spent. King Kalak is the embodiment of what Athos requires, a strong, direct ruler who brooks no half measures in his subjects. After 1,000 years of efficient rule, one cannot argue with his success. I count myself privileged to serve him for my short lifetime, as should everyone from the basest slave to the richest noble. Yet Kalak's greatness does not end with his strength. His wisdom is boundless, as could be seen in the construction of the ziggurat. If his detractors would look beyond the immediate hardship it causes, they would realize King Kalak, using the ziggurat to transform himself into the mightiest king on Athos. Soon all will kneel before my magnificent patron. On the back page, Roxbar notices what at first seems a water stain, but is actually a depiction of the statue of Kalak in front of the pyramid. Above the statue is a medallion with a curious design, and below it is a staircase. Search the shelf. Roxbar finds a stone medallion. A plaque beneath the statue of Kalak describes his magnificent rule, though many of the words have been defaced. Roxbar places the stone medallion in its slot. On the statue, a mechanism deep inside clicks as the statue moves to reveal narrow stairs leading beneath the courtyard. A narrow staircase leads down a dark tunnel.
It seems these adventurers would overstep themselves. So much the better.
The greatest family set into the wall, while Battleborn tried to put the bars apart. To the ground, Battleborn snaps one bar after another out of the grate. Beyond the grate there is a tunnel. Follow it? Yes. The man looks haggard, as if he hasn't slept in weeks. Huh? Who is it? What do you want? Go away. I'm Battleborn. Battleborn, it's a perfectly lovely name, but not as lyrical as Corfelt, or Puddlebloom, or... What have you done with Maligi? Why have you come back so soon? Come back? I never left. You've been here all this time. I find that hard to believe. For one thing, the Freyas would have eaten you. Why don't the Freyas eat you? They don't dare, after all. I'm their worst nightmare. How could you horrify a Freya? I'm a man who never sleeps. This terrifies a creature made out of the stuff of nightmares. Tell me how to find the Draxons. Oh, you can't. They hardly ever come out here. They let the Freyas keep people away. That's why those holes are here, you see. They bring the Freyas in. From all over the city they come, night after night. There's a new avalanche of them. It's almost enough to drive one mad. The man walks away, grumbling to himself. The statue's alarming expression repels all who try to pass the fort. You hit the statue dead on. It rocks back and forth slightly. A glancing bow from your missile spins the statue around. through the shimmering teleport gate, you can see the massive walls and cruel towers of Draxa, the dragon's stronghold. A glowing eye observes all who come close to the gate. Flames gather into a woman's form. A voice speaks from a fiery mouth. You then, go back to the sewer that spawned you. You cannot pass. Who are you? I am Renikia, second in command and mistress of the garden of his welcome arrival. You may slink away now, properly dismissed. Why do you keep a garden? I enjoy the peaceful silence, which you have boorishly destroyed. I tell you again, go back, you cannot pass. Who's getting the welcome arrival? If you only knew, you would surely regret your first step into this dark domain. But I grow weary of talk. I'm Battleborn. Greetings, Battleborn. My name is Alberard. I'm sorry, but shaking hands is out of the question because of the plague. What happened to you? Draxons have infected me with a magical plague. You must stay away. Tell me more about this plague. The Draxons call it Horus. Dozens of them work for months to conjure it. Any user of preserving magic may contract this magical plague and spread it to others. It weakens the will and saps away your powers. It would be terrible if Horus got loosened here. All preservers would become powerless before the defiler magic of the Draxons. Is there any way I can help? Yes, I am growing weak, and fear I may not be able to hold out against the Draxons. I dare not let them take me alive. If I die, the Horus plague dies with me. If one of you has some fruit you could toss me, that would help immensely. Yes, one of us has fruit. We'll give you. Thank you. It will save my life if you do so. Look through your inventory and see what you can toss over to me. Where did the Draxons go? There were about a dozen Draxon Templars here not too long ago, trying to figure out how to get me to leave. They couldn't think of a way that wouldn't kill me first. That vexed them no end. They arrived by means of a magical box, like a big cabinet. When they left, they took the box with them. Who's behind all this, do you think? Who's behind all this? The Lord Warrior gives the orders, whoever he is. It's that woman defiler who carries out the orders. I'm sorry, I'm growing dizzy. Maybe we can talk another time. I'd better deal with the Draxons goodbye. The wizard is too weak and sick to converse with you. Come no closer, I warn you. As Battleborn snaps a bar out of the grate, he hears people talking in the next room. I'm not going to go up. You've seen what the kind of mood she's in. The Lord Warrior is going to flay her alive when he returns. She knows it. Those assassins are loose. Who knows where they might strike now? Better to go up into the garden with her. It's the safest place. Keep quiet and listen. You go up to the witch if you want. What if the Lord Warrior should return? Ever see a Kishigara when he's really mad? I once saw him take the skin off 5 defilers who didn't grovel quickly enough. Do what you want. The other boys and I will stay right here. Keep listening. Maybe I will go up with Renikia. The big problem right now is the cursed adventurers. She's got the power of the garden at her disposal. The assassins won't stand a chance. When she shows the Lord Warrior their blasted hides, he'll forget his anger. You know how Kishigaras love things like that. What if the assassins come through here first? What good will the garden do then? If they go up in the cabinet, they'll be inside all those defences. If they come through here first, you and I will be dead. We'll have a better chance against them if we stand with the Renegia. Do you hear something? I thought I heard something. Yeah. All of a sudden I think you're right. Let's get to the cabinet and get upstairs. You hear frantic scruffling, and then a door slams shut. Silence. There is barely room in the cabinet for all of you. Get in the cabinet? Yes. The woman in white speaks.
So, at last we meet. My Lord Kaisharga will be most displeased to learn you have invaded his private garden. But when I present him your heads arranged most handsomely on a platter, he will forgive me. Guards, kill these verminous creatures, or face wrath to boil your blood, that of the dragon's exquisite malevolence.
The mistress is dead. The garden's magic is loose. Run for your lives. The Defiler woman's magical control device seems to be out of control.
business defending my garden. If I must abandon Tyr, he shall feel my displeasure most keenly.
There they are, men. Kill them, and the Lord Warrior will reward you well. I spit on your grave, cank spawn. Not before the ravens pick your bones clean. Hello, Roxbar. Did you have any luck getting the Frere Teeth? I have the Frere Teeth. You are a wonder, Roxbar. To be honest, I never thought to see you alive again. Are you willing to trade them for a magical Chachika? Yes. Never have I had an agent as capable as you. Truly, I am grateful for your efforts. Do you have any other quests for me? I do have one other errand that I need done. It's not the most pleasant of tasks, and it will be quite dangerous, even for someone as mighty as you, Rockstar. What do you have in mind? One of my clients has been very persistent in his demand for giant snake eggs. If you're up to collecting a few of them for me, I will pay you well. Where am I supposed to get snake eggs? Well, you can try to find a nest where giant snakes have laid their eggs. I heard the forest west of Tyr has its share of giant snakes. What's so important about the eggs? The eggs, depending on how they are prepared, are useful in the creation of a great many magical items, as I'm sure one with your magical abilities already knows. If you want eggs, I'll get you eggs. I knew you'd be up to the challenge. Now show me your goods. Thank you, your business is appreciated. It's nice talking to you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I see the Lord Warrior is progressing well with my sanctuary. Perhaps this plan of his will prove profitable after all. But first he must get rid of those adventurers. Such loose ends should be cut off.
Rockspar hears shouts from the southeast. Roxpar, I'm glad you could make it. Got a few Draxons on my heels. I could use some help with. Where's Matthias? Is he alright? Go check on him. I'm sure this area is secured.
The Draxons have broken into the secret archives. They must be stopped. The entrance is in the north wall of my bedroom. Go, before the Lord Warrior destroys it all.
Help me, Roxpar. The Draxons have broken into the secret archive. And that was just said. Roxbar finds a secret door. Go through it.
Simple fools! Give up your pathetic efforts to stop me. You only serve my cause. Now I have the urn, and now that you have so conveniently diverted my master's attention with your attack on the pyramid, I am free to carry out my plans unhindered. Guards! Kill this rabble.
Roxbar scans the book titles. Many books appear to be missing from the shelf, and the rest are jumbled as though carelessly tossed aside. I'm not sure what we have left to do, except perhaps to say farewell. The Lord Warrior stole the urn of the Attack-you, and we are powerless against such magic, I fear. Without Matthias and Romelia, we stand no chance of defeating the Lord Warrior. We must pull together in our time of need. How can we pull together without a leader? All we can do is retreat. Perhaps if we hide in the mountains long enough, we can rebuild our strength enough to challenge the Lord Warrior. But now it's hopeless. Please tell me what the urn is. The urn of Ataki is like a keystone for elemental magic. With it, the Lord Warrior will be able to command forces beyond anyone's reckoning. It's useless to try to oppose him. The urn of Ataki taps the boundless forces of the elements, and not even a dragon would willingly test itself against such power. Is there a way to counter the urn's magic? I fear that knowledge went with the Nomadi. There may be clues in the secret archives, but if Nomadi and Matthias never learned how to control the urn, I doubt anyone can. We must be able to stop the Lord Warrior. There's no we about it, and there's no stopping the Lord Warrior. Not unless you know a way to counter the urn of Ataki's magic. You must know something that can help me. Help you do what? Die? There are many ways to die. You shouldn't need my help. Though I can think of better ways than fighting the Lord Warrior. What is the Lord Warrior planning to do? The Lord Warrior didn't risk himself to steal the urn for nothing. I'd lay odds he plans to release whatever ancient power is confined in it. Beyond that, it doesn't matter. Anyone nearby will be dead. I suppose I should wish you luck since you seem determined to stay and fight the Lord Warrior, but I know you will only meet a bad end. Goodbye, Rockspar. Hello, Rockspar. I'm glad to see you're taking care of yourself. Do you know anything about a cup? I thought you might come to me for that. Yes, I have the Cup of Life. It's a very rare, it is a very powerful relic, attuned to the sphere of water. Its healing properties are only the beginning of its powers. What other powers does it possess? The Cup of Life is a relic from Athos. Athos' ancient past. It is said the cup is a key to the elemental forces far beyond our knowledge. As such, it has the power to affect other magics of the sphere of water, like wards. How can the cup help me? Of immediate use, the Cup of Life holds enough water to heal 2 people. If it is full, more importantly though, you will need this cup to vanquish the Lord Warrior. Matthias is certain that his plans involve the gathering of great elemental forces. Can the cup be refilled? The cup will refill itself if it is kept in the font for a couple of days. Is the healing font related to the cup? The Cup of Life is the spring from which the font's healing waters come. However, the cup cannot refill itself unless it is held within the wards I place on the font. Where do you keep the Cup of Life? The Cup of Life is hidden inside the healing font. If you examine the font carefully, you can find the false panel. How did you come by the Cup of Life? The druid who taught me my arts entrusted it to me before he died, telling me that I would best know how to use and protect it. I can only guess where he may have gotten it from. Can I take the cup? Yes, you may take it. In fact, I would insist you take it. Defeating the Lord Warrior will save more lives than I could using its waters. I must implore you, however, to keep the cup in your possession at all times. It would be disaster if it were lost, or if it fell into the Lord Warrior's hands. What are you doing? I'm setting the sick room back to rights. The Draxon's attack played havoc with my stores. Roxbar finds the Cup of Life nestled behind a false panel behind the font. Take the Cup of Life. Roxbar grows dizzy as the runes seem to float out of the magical text. Roxbar is struck by a jolt of electricity. To kill the entire fucking leadership of the bloody Veiled Alliance, didn't I? Oh well. Roxbar picks up the book and thumbs through it until a paragraph catches her attention. 4 of the most widely talked about relics are the Cup of Life, Primor's Hammer, the Lyre of Winds, and the Fire Ruby. Beyond their incredible powers, what makes these relics interesting is that they all seem to have been created around the same time long ago. A lesser known relic, the Urn of Ataki, is perhaps the most powerful of them all, and obscure references in legends and myths suggest it is connected in some way to the other 4 objects. Though often forgotten in this time of sorcerer kings who portray themselves as all-powerful beings, Athos' history is full of great heroes more worthy of homage. Utaki is foremost among these heroes. Sure of hand and selfless of heart, Utaki claims what is all but unknown on Athos, virtue. It was she who vanquished the legendary Tarrasque, and it was she who laid rest to the worst of the elemental princes, warring which caused such destruction. There is certainly no dearth of lost arts on Athos. Indeed, artistry is the last thing on the mind of those who must fight for every breath and scratch of every morsel. However, one lost craft is worth bemoaning: the weaving of magical tapestries. The Jan are the only group of beings reputedly still able to create these magical works of art. Apart from their magnificent beauty, these magical tapestries were quite utilitarian in their most common uses. They provide instant transportation to distant lands, even other realms. Perhaps the loss of this craft, however, can be attributed to certain side effects encountered by using the tapestries, one of which is the opening of unexpected doors, and often with unexpected results.